Welcome everybody once again to Frack, Paddy, Wack on a Thursday evening, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, ding-a-ring-a-ling the bell. Do whatever you need to do to get us across everybody. Share. Also, make sure you find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, and now more than ever on ffpw.live. Thank you everybody so much for being here. We love you, we miss you, and you know that.
Yeah, what he said.
That's right.
And if you'd like to donate to us, you can still go to
ffpw.live. I think it's funny that his shirt says the cutoffs and his shirt says your cutoffs.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I've never
the whole point.
saw that.
It's kind of the point. And that's actually the name of the band. We played our first show last weekend, which was really great and amazing. Had a lot of fun. We got actually already more shows lined up from all the way from Apopka down to Largo.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we're really excited about that. But we'll talk a little bit about that more after I have more drinks.
Yeah.
So
then we need to put together a co-show where it's two of us.
Yes, the bands.
Could you show our audience what you're drinking tonight, Frack?
Yeah, Frack.
I'm drinking a drink that makes my hand look large.
That's not what she said.
We're happy to be here. Thank you guys for joining us, as he said. Not she said. Our topics for the night, we're actually going to talk about our niches. And then we got some trending topics. So we'll let you know what's going on in the world, let you know what's going on in our individual businesses. We're going to talk about someone or something awesome that we've over the last couple weeks that we've bumped into. And then we're going to be annoying and tell you about the things that are driving us nuts lately, which is, I'm sure, a lot of things, much like you guys. And then we've got some memes of the week. We've got a Would You Rather that I threw in there at the last second.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah. Theme to the 4th of July. And our focus segment tonight is 4th of July, as well as somebody's birthday. Yay. I thought she was going to grab the bottle and take a sip, but
so did I.
Did not. A little bummed. It is Patty's birthday tomorrow. So we just gave her the whole weekend, like 4th of July. They do all those fireworks for her. Boom. Then we've got a unified bracket of worst birthday gifts ever. And then there's a we got a funny closing quote, and somebody gets to explain the games. Worst birthday gifts ever.
We're not so that
I threw it in the back end. Explain the games.
All right. If you are in the minority of your decision, then you drink. If we all agree, then we all drink together. And if you're right, you don't have to drink, but you can anyway because it's fun.
Indeed.
Sure.
Keywords. Since we've been away from each other so long, let's stick to our government names. So call us out if we screw up, because I'm sure we will. Hashtags FFPW20. Hashtag happy birthday. Hashtag 4th of July.
That's right.
I'm pointing at.
We don't know what he's doing. Hopefully he's got a hat. Hopefully they're correct. He might change them while you're not looking.
You got to point at the 4th of July.
I can't.
Yeah, I don't see those either.
You guys are below. We're on top. We're on top. That's right. I went there.
It's all good. Totally fine.
Everything's fine.
So, what's going on in your world?
Well, in my world, basically, I know a lot of people are going to be excited about this, including the two people right across from here. Basically, lumber prices have finally gone down, almost 40%. Basically, it started in June. It's now proceeding through now, and it's again recorded lowest ever because BS happening in the world. So you're welcome, everybody. Wood is down.
That took a second to process.
Wood.
It's all right. I'll wait for some of you in chat.
Up, I mean,
it was up.
It was up for long enough.
It was up too long.
And that can be a problem.
And if it stays up for longer than at least 3/4, you need to contact a doctor or an economist.
An escort.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah, all those things.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to donate to the program, we're going to need some escort money. Wait, what?
Our wood was up way too long. We're glad it's finally coming down.
Yes. Thank gosh. This is the only time that I have cheered on the wood going down.
Right?
You know what we're talking about.
As I drink my blue pill water.
I didn't even write. Too many.
I almost spit out
in my super awesome Darth Vader cup, though.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's in financial market at least. We're all happy about that. Things are fluctuating and getting cheaper because construction also needs to, in general, it's starting to open up again as the world's opening up more slowly.
Doesn't mean that construction workers are available.
Correct.
Funny
Yeah,
enough,
yeah.
I've seen so many sites with
Contractors
with
are still in high demand.
yeah, well, contractors up, but I'm seeing so many sites actually saying need workers.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Needs
Yeah,
to work.
yeah, to be honest. So
Everyone. My dad just got back from Alaska, as you guys know, and
no, it could.
and he said everywhere. No, he just said everywhere, every place they went, now hiring signs.
Oh,
Everywhere. So this is not just a weird phenomenon where it's like, oh, people aren't paying a good wage. No, people don't want to work everywhere. That's
Well,
what's going
and
They want to work, but from home.
on. Yes, there is that too.
And I would just gonna say that. So I'm in a part of some IT places because nerd life, and a lot of the IT people I know are actually quitting their current jobs because
Mhm.
they're forcing them to come back in
Right.
person. They're like, I've proved to you for the past almost 2 years I can work remotely. Like, don't even call me in. Like,
Because
no.
companies aren't willing to make that shift. So, which is, I mean, it's whatever. This is going to be. We got years of change coming along where things are going to kind of.
And I get it with
Be
IT
crazy.
world specifically. So it's easier to hack in somebody's house into
Right.
maybe into a server from a major corporation program, et cetera. So I understand
But and there are going to be some days that I have to come on site. Okay, I get that. But if you stack all that up and I tell you I'm going to be in on Wednesdays, let that be the day that I
True.
come in and
True.
knock out your bench work.
I'll
Yeah.
put on my pants then.
Well, we talked about this before. Is how many of these business buildings are going to end up being vacant?
Mhm.
Somebody had a good idea with the business buildings that end up being vacant. Turn that into the short-term housing for homeless and
Oh,
this and that.
Are there enough bathrooms? I don't think there's enough bathrooms.
Couldn't say.
yeah.
It's better than no bathroom.
And I respect
Yeah.
that, but I'm thinking like showers and
I'm
things
sure they
like
could
that.
build some extra ones in there,
Right.
kind of like a facility, like a gym facility where it's bathrooms and showers and whatever.
Anyways,
College, communal bathrooms.
No.
okay, we're straying. Stay on target.
Lawsuit. That's all I gotta say.
What's going on in your world?
So something in tech, Google has actually had this app out for a while. It's called Google Messaging. AT&T is adopting it with its Android phones. Basically, it's working like your guys' iMessages and having all the functionality of now I can get my text messages on my computer, which I've been doing for years, and y'all know that. But it's just Android trying to be all spiffy, but it's really just Google. So there's that. So that's the new thing. Love your Google guys. Stick with your Google guys.
They know everything. Just do it.
I hope you saw that as sarcasm, just so you know.
Someone was in one of my mastermind groups said basically had a thing up yesterday, and the guy was like, everybody should leave Namecheap, which is where a lot of people buy domains. I buy domains there, and everybody should leave Namecheap and move all their domains to Google. Blah blah blah. Google's DNS picks up their own Google domains faster than it does if it has to ping another server for a DNS and blah blah blah. And it was a bunch of this, and I'm like thinking about it. And several of the comments under it was like, yeah, let's just put all our eggs in Google's basket. That's a great idea.
I'm curious. Is he being sponsored by Google?
That's what I'm like. As I'm
chat-
scrolling it, like, and he's like, our data shows as an agency that blah blah blah, this, that, and the other thing. And some people are like, that's actually
Yeah.
not.
Ha ha ha! You have jokes.
Okay, but Google did make an announcement that if you're starting to utilize their it's called Google Workspace now.
Yes.
It's not G Suite. I
Right.
apologize.
Old school people.
My bad. That they are noticing that and they are trying to make you rank better and to
Right.
give you certain things because you are on their platform.
But that tends to happen with anything. Any company, any corporation. When Wells Fargo and Bank of America and Chase had their issues where they were, having basically bad metrics being shown because they were opening accounts under people's names without their clients knowing, is because it's to show the stockholders, listen, we're cross-selling a lot of these items,
Right.
so we're going to show better metrics so people invest more and more into it. So that's why people do it. So Google's probably noticing the same thing. But again, you can't, for this case, I think it's a little different. You do need that diversity.
I don't like the idea of having my domain, my hosting, and all like everything under Google because of the fact that what if they flip their TOS like Facebook has done constantly and just all of a sudden, oh, we're just going to go ahead and ban your whatever, like all these YouTube channels that have just been wiped off the face of the planet because they changed terms of service. Like,
So not only that, but when they just decide to make certain features that they've offered for years just go away, like Google
Yeah.
Hangouts, like
Yeah.
like let's talk about that.
yeah, I don't like putting all my eggs in one the Google basket.
What was the one? It was like Google and Hangouts. What was it? The one where you can
Google Plus.
Google Plus. It will share your images and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Google Plus. That was their.
Google
They were.
Photos.
They were
Yeah.
trying to fight. They were trying to battle with Facebook.
Yeah.
I loved Google Plus. It was very IT people. And
I thought it was pretty cool, but I couldn't
Well,
get it
that's the nerd
Yeah,
in
I
us.
was like, I like the interface, just not a lot of people got on it.
It was more like an Instagram. It really was. It was a lot of images. It was a lot of images and articles and things like that. So it was kind of a merge between.
And blogging. A lot of people are using it
Yeah.
for blogging.
Yeah. So
Non-IT person learning a lot.
hey, you're welcome, and you guys are all welcome. 'Cause- Wait, welcome to our show.
What about marketing? I know we just kind of a little bit touched on
Yeah,
it.
and and life is digital, and one of the things that we're doing a lot more of right now is newsletters. Getting companies on board doing newsletters because they need to be reaching out to their customers and putting information out and keeping the brand in mind. Whether we have a roofing client, we have a pest control client, both of them, like the pest control client, you either see them monthly, quarterly, or annually, and after that, you just don't see them. Well, if you don't hear from them and you don't remember, like, oh man, who was I doing that? You know what? I'll just go ahead and shop. I'll just go ahead and shop around. Like, no. Now, if there's an email in their box, quarterly or monthly or something like that, that is just
I remember this is who I did that business with.
Yeah. So if it's like, oh, that's right. Oh, it's termite season. Okay. Nope, I haven't been noticing that. Oh, it's ant season. Yep, I have been noticing that. Like, you send out tips and things like that. So do the same thing for the roofing client, saying, hey, summer storms are coming, and send that out in January and February. Just a reminder that we're in Florida. Springtime is coming, followed by that is hurricane season. So front of mind, keep you in front of mind, branding presence.
I would almost love them to do like the companies that have brain fart when you pay rent to somebody. What is it called? Landlords, that they have landlords out of state and they're throwing those to those huge management companies.
Yeah.
Woo! Words.
Wow.
But that would be cool for them for Florida.
So we've been doing a lot of newsletters lately. Several of our clients, customers will get 4th of July newsletters or summertime newsletters for
Any
companies.
coupon codes? Because people love coupons.
And everybody can utilize things like that. We use them all the time for Winter Circle, to send out for comedy night, sending out an e-blast that says, hey, subscribers only 2-for-1 tickets tonight or tomorrow, whatever. So utilizing newsletters and email lists and things like that. A couple free tools that are out there for you guys that are DIY and want to do it yourself. It's going to be MailChimp. Up to 2,000 sends for free, whether it's 2,000 subscribers.
How many?
2,000 sends.
Yes.
For free. So it's either 2,000 subscribers get 1 cent or 200 subscribers get, is that 10 cents?
Yes.
10 cents. We'll get 10 emails. So, and that's per month. And then after that, you get on a paid platform. And then there's other ones called MailJet and a whole bunch of
Constant Contact.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them out there. So get at us if you are interested in any of that TBA marketing.
Let your awesome out.
Boom. I was waiting on some pigtails over here to do
Well,
it.
it's
but
her birthday. Let
I
her
know,
be
she's
cute.
She's sitting over here just making mustaches of
That's
herself.
okay.
So
Let her be pretty.
tickling her nose with her pigtails.
Well, at least with her nose.
Hair's not long enough.
Is it?
She's not that flexible.
Okay.
Why am I the one
Little
pushing
Bo.
this?
So what's going on in the world?
Well,
Hey, everybody.
4th of July.
well, not only 4th of July, which is of course, national trending topic, but it should be Patty's birthday. But
Yeah.
the one thing that I saw on the internets yesterday was Bill Cosby was released from prison on a technicality. And I know I don't want to talk much about it because it could be issues and whatever, but that was in the news. And that's my little, oh man, or yay, depending on what side of the fence you're on.
You mean what side of the bar you're in?
Yeah.
Outside of the bar,
Yeah,
yeah. There you go.
what gender you are inside that bar?
Oh my God.
All right, what about
Yeah.
you?
It's so weird seeing your arm and then your head just at the wrong place.
I know. Here.
That's what she said, or he said, they said.
It was a weird weekend.
Okay.
So, anyways, now hashtag Cash App for hotties.
What?
So Megan Thee Stallion has partnered with Cash App to give away $1 million worth of stocks of her hotties.
To her height.
Oh, to her height. I'm
Just
sorry.
like her fans.
Yeah, her fans and everything, etc. As part of an effort to get it kicked off, with investing for hotties. So basically, it's an educational video. It gets people invested, and I love the fact that somebody's actually using their star power, if you will, to
Absolutely.
get people to do something positive. I mean, I know it sounds kind of silly
No.
and and fine, but you know what?
But she's appealing to a certain demographic
Exactly.
that might not.
And she's had
have
some
any
really bad
interest in-
press.
Yeah.
Well, and people who might not have any interest or knowledge about investing before, and now she's bringing that to light. So, as much as I don't follow her or her music, I think that's a really good thing.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's again using star power for the right reasons. Like I said, it's bringing an awareness, and I hate to say this, but it's kind of the truth kind of thing. Sex sells. So having somebody like that or saying, "Oh, hotties" or whatever, it gets people attention. And you know what? Exactly. So those kind of things,
I had to look up and see what a Megan
Wack
the
is-
Stallion was. I just
Was-
Very
Wack
pretty.
is,
I believe
Didn't
she's
know.
like 6 foot too.
didn't know.
So her doing that body yaddy, I'm
who
like,
it was.
yes, girl, yes.
Didn't know who or what she was.
It's a female,
It's a female
very pretty
Rapper.
female.
y'all know if you have
rapper.
TikTok,
That's why I don't know.
y'all have TikTok,
Gotcha.
No, she's.
Yeah, if you look, yeah.
Oh, she's pregnant again. Did y'all see that? Yeah.
No, I don't care. No,
I knew you did.
I don't.
Hey Patty, how about you now?
Oh wait, well on that topic of throwing money away, Kodak Black. Did anybody see that news? Throws huge stacks, $100,000 into the ocean. Because we don't have anybody in the world that could have helped. Anyways,
I need to go swimming.
so yeah,
I'll be right
good for Megan the Stallion
well,
for
maybe a shark is gonna.
At least she did
At
something.
least-
sharing, using her platform
Product.
to help people get better. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
So, is that tax write-off?
Black Widow is coming out July 8th, and all the reviews on it have been amazing. So there's a feature on it on Rotten Tomatoes, and
And the
it
link
says
in
it's
your
a thrilling spy movie that's absolutely worth the wait. And why it's been worth the wait is everyone said that Black Widow should have had her standalone Marvel movie
Right.
years ago, and now they're finally giving it to her after her character has died. So
Good.
Oh, that's a spoiler alert for those who have not been
Seen
caught up
Endgame.
on
Yeah, if you haven't seen Endgame, you're probably not seeing it. But
She did.
Yeah, true. Then you're
She
probably
did
not.
an Endgame?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like dusted or?
No, she
No.
gets well,
You
if you
haven't
haven't seen
go
it,
see it.
pause now
Yeah.
or skip ahead
I'm
or
not gonna tell you
mute us.
how.
She
I
gets,
don't. Yeah.
she gets dropped in the
She sacrifices herself
Yeah,
for the.
sacrifice.
Oh, right, to get the soul gem. Right.
Yep.
Right. I remember now. Oops.
Oh.
Unpause.
Yes.
unmute.
And back.
And for all of you who are wondering why you have not heard about Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein, all that stuff, they have set a court date for November.
November.
So the
Isn't that when we start
specific
voting
date
again?
is not
Shit,
announced
no.
yet. Her team wants it on November 8th, but the prosecution says they want till November 28th. I guess there's some
course they
technicality.
do.
I don't know. No, it's normally the
I know,
opposite.
it's just-
The
yeah.
defense
I-
wants to delay.
Oh, because she's ready and done, just wants to be done with it, and
No, they
doesn't.
wanted the extra
the-
time because it was
yeah.
set for July.
Once again,
Yeah.
She asked for
technicality
extra
issue.
time. Now the prosecution is asking.
Oh, so they
Probably.
she
found
asked for
something
extra time,
discovery.
came up with some sort of rebuttal that they're like, oh, now we need extra time to go and yeah.
To rebut
No,
to rebut the
November-
rebuttal.
It's,
Again,
November something.
gosh,
So no, real
Keep
quick.
your eyes-
she gonna die in like October.
Hey, it's been more than 3
It's
months.
suicide, like her lover. Ridiculous.
Okay.
So for those who don't know, Epstein did not know himself.
You know who else didn't? McAfee,
The virus.
the virus
virus
guy.
guy.
He did not.
John McAfee.
John McAfee did not.
Oh,
That-
okay. I was joking for a second.
That
I was
is a
calling
whole.
like the
That is
That's-
a that is a whole conversation that
Off camera.
off camera that we should have and record it and put it up as a segment because I'll tell.
So
Yeah,
if
Yeah,
we're looking for
that
more
because
content
that's a
here-
fun one because that's
Because that
That's
goes. That goes.
that one.
way out
That one
there.
goes pretty deep. Anyways, but yeah, that was another did not kill himself.
All right.
Balloon rides to space. Would you do it?
Like a
Is it?
hot air balloon.
Yeah, it's like, but it's a hot air
It's made
balloon
for space.
inside of like a spaceship.
So all
Absolutely.
these,
Bit
like
crazy
Virgin Atlantic and
Blue
Jeff Bezos,
Horizon,
Blue Horizon, like they're all doing these
Mars
rocket
missions,
launches
and
to space. So
trying
you
to get
get
to
to
the moon.
the edge of space, you experience weightlessness for like a split second, and then you come back. So
Okay.
those trips are like
$125,000.
30 minutes tops. Like getting on the
person.
plane,
Write a check,
the whole
please.
launch back to Earth, get off the plane. I mean, that's
I know,
like
right?
30 minutes. You're only in the spacecraft for like 10 minutes. So this thing, you get 2 hours going up. It's very
Nice,
there's no
slow. It's like a
G-force.
slow hot air
Yeah.
balloon
But
ride.
my question is,
And then you get 2 hours, not technically in space, but at the
At the edge
stratosphere.
of-
Well, yeah,
So
yeah.
you can see the Earth. You're above Earth, and you can see the horizon, the darkness of space, and you can see the Earth.
Why do I see this ending badly? But yes.
Oh yeah, no, it's
They've done one test thing.
there's
It's done-
there's
it takes
zero
place.
chance that this goes off without a hitch every single time. Somebody's ass is gonna be out floating out in space.
What they're saying is they go up gently. You get 2 hours up there to take pictures, walk around, like
That'd
this
be the-
little
so
balloon thing that they're taking up is super nice.
so many things.
Next to
Tickets
actually
are-
going to Mars or going to
Yeah,
the space station, this is
You don't get the weightlessness.
Right.
that you get
Exactly.
from
Yeah.
the other
Because
technology.
because that
they're not that far. They're not in outer space.
right. Yeah, and I've mentioned this before. There's that spot between our atmosphere and then the actual reaches of outer space. It's called the Kármán line, which is that it's several kilometers thick, if you will.
It's like
but-
50 to 62.
Yeah, around there, exactly. Yes, so there's that spot in between. Basically, that's what you're getting to, where there's still atmosphere in order to have that hot air balloon experience, if you will. But my first question was, do I get to strap on a parachute?
you don't get to
just in
strap
case?
on
The
anything.
balloon.
We just
has
said
a-
the
balloon
the
has.
balloon has a parachute
Yeah.
attached to it. So
Don't
if
trust
something were to happen to it,
So if something were to happen, like the glass shatters,
Yeah,
and you get sucked out like an
Exactly.
airplane.
which is actually
the balloon will make it back.
The
to Earth.
balloon will make it back there, but you won't. So yes, that would be my
I
thing.
don't know.
Some sort.
A
It should
parachute's
be.
not gonna help
a
you if
secondary
you're-
backup
if you
For
get
me, I
sucked
would
out
want
in
to see-
space anyway.
Yes, not in space, but because you're not that far out, like you said, you're not.
Yeah,
But if I'm heading toward the Earth, I would certainly want to be able to jump out and just kind of skydive and pull a thing. And
Yeah. Although if I have at least a good minute and I have to fall, I'd be like, okay, I can write my will on the way down and hit
But
send.
they could. These suits could be. Yes, if that's what you're required to wear, it could be very thin suits with a
You
parachute.
do realize that the towers wouldn't work up there unless you had a satellite phone. How are you going to write your will on a satellite phone? Let's go there right now.
Because
Let's not.
as before I hit the ground, I'll be like, throw it up a little higher so it doesn't go the same velocity, and I can like send off while I have that. And I'm just saying.
As soon as it floats down, it picks up a tower. It's not
See?
cool. I mean,
But it's
when you're
going to
in a
say like,
plane-
try again, message failed. It's just going to sit there and you have to
You
tap it.
should have had a better service carrier, I guess. And I'm not gonna say
must
anything.
not have Verizon. Going at
Verizon.
cricket.
Ah.
Going at cricket wires.
See, you guys miss us and love us, don't you? Yeah, that's right.
So with that being said, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, tickets are 100.
They're 125,000.
Come
So-
on, I gotta die a cool way.
Deposit of 1,000.
500 grand, we get to go. Frick, Frack, Paddy, Wack in space.
We need
It
a
Sponsor
sponsorship.
us at smtw.live.
Live.
Get at it.
We need the help.
And we will record the whole thing just for you.
We'll do a full
I mean,
2
yeah.
hours.
I'll strap a
And
GoPro to
YouTube
my head. We
because
get
I'm
to
gonna
go.
make
We should
royalties off
all.
that.
Yeah.
Strap a GoPro.
And if
we
you want
should all
better
start.
sponsorship, then if you want something like we'll take something of yours, like a picture of yours, and also show it up there.
Oh, like those big bobblehead things? That would be so fun. Woo!
I'm telling you, we can make it happen. Just start hitting that donate button right there.
What if we had like 100,000 people that I did? We're gonna have like this parade of like a green screen, green screen behind
No,
us.
stop. Both of our watchers are not going to turn into 100,000 overnight.
All right.
Anyway, so yes, I think that would be amazing, and I think it's cool, and I can't wait to watch it happen. And may the odds be ever in your favor to those who go up on the first
10.
Yeah. The other one is the Lightning beat the Canadians 3-1 in Game 2, leading the Stanley Cup Finals 2-0. I'm sorry, but this is the 4 and done. This series is
Oh,
a
it's third. I thought you
Three.
went third.
3, 4. I got to win 4. It's
I don't
7-game series. Got to win the majority.
There's another game tomorrow, right?
I don't know what the schedule is. I posted it on my
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, I guess it would be fun.
But yeah, so this series is
The
over.
next one's
This
on
series is
Monday.
over. They're picking them apart. That's 2 games in a row on a you had a
Well, they were saying the
3-0
Lightning
or
did that
4-0,
last night.
4-1.
Yeah.
Game 1, and then yesterday tore them apart 3-1. Like I just
That's that first game.
the Islanders was the true matchup, and watching the Lightning versus Canadians now, it's just the Canadians. They're just not. They barely made the playoffs. They're just not strong enough to beat the Lightning.
But it's funny. If they would
Anything
actually do
can
it.
happen.
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah,
can have a
never
bad
know, never
day.
know. Well, just like the
The
game.
goalie could get his leg slit open by a Rogue Hockey Skate.
Friday at 8 p.m. Amalia.
But yeah, so
Emil-
yeah. So everybody in Florida,
Amalia.
get wearing your blue,
Emily.
cheer on the Lightning. Let's do the
Emily.
Stanley Cup again. Anyways, trending local. What is going on locally?
In our area.
Drink.
So, and I had to look at the picture, and you guys will too, because I got very confused. I assumed this was the Coca-Cola area, but Lakeland Regional Hospital plans an ambulatory care site at I-4 and Kathleen Road. So my assumption was that, but it's not. It's actually on.
across.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
on the
because
opposite.
it's a lot of open land, right? On the
I didn't realize
Yeah.
that was developable.
words.
Words.
Anything can be developable.
Yeah, but if it's like a sinkhole or freaking waterland or
you just put more dirt in. Well, funny with wetlands though, if you want to develop on wetlands, all you have to do is
Not drown.
donate or
To the wildlife.
purchase. Yeah, donate to the wildlife fund so they can purchase more wetlands.
Huh.
okay.
So you have to basically go, because we were looking at the one property over on
Right.
whichever it is. We were looking at property over there, and it was 5 acres. And then the back 3 acres were basically wetlands. And they're like, if you want to be able to build on it, you have to donate enough for them to purchase 3 acres.
So is that
Or-
is that kind of like the rule that you talked about in Hillsborough County, where if you cut a tree, you have to plant a tree or something like
Yes.
that?
Yes, but we're not going to talk about that one.
And recording now.
So yeah.
Our land came with a big clear spot in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Wow.
It's magic.
Show
Yeah.
that.
So, well, kind of like talking about development and
Aliens,
everything else and
cocktails.
whatnot.
It's great.
There's a Lakeland pasture actually that's being rezoned. So it's gonna actually become 199 single family home housing development. And it's up there by is it Lake Parker or?
Yeah, by
close
where that plant is, yes.
Okay, yeah, so,
Okay,
and,
so
and it's,
like houses right outside the power plant. It'll be beautiful.
Everything's great. Well, I was just thinking
You're-
like location wise, like
your 3-armed child is so cute. He can he can 15-5, clack, clack, clack,
That's what we need. More houses all on top of each other. It's wonderful.
well, I'm trying to like figure out because I see that them trying to like rezone North Lakeland. So are they just trying to push it all like East Lakeland? I'm very confused.
Wherever they can pull land from, because Lakeland just needs to grow more.
So what can we do? Okay, and I'm
So
sorry.
yeah, it's 56 acres.
Let's not get our roads. ready or
56
anything.
acres,
Let's just
200
put a
homes,
bunch of more
basically.
houses.
199 homes, 56 acres.
My fellow nerds here, you're gonna hate me or love me for this. What can we do like they do in Final Fantasy VII and build a city upon a city?
Oh, wait, no, they were talking about getting rid of all suburban areas and making communal the words again. What is wrong with me?
Buildings, high-rises.
But basically, like losing
Basically.
houses and everybody being in an apartment complex, so there's going to be no more suburbs. Is
So-
what I was reading. I was like, what the frick, frack?
In Venezuela, it's very common.
No Paddy.
It's better than saying.
It would take so long to be like, what the frick, frack, Paddy, what? No, but in Venezuela, it's very common where you have actual buildings and they're high rises and they're maybe like about 18 stories high and then 2 sides and they're about as big as a home. It would be like this size right here, one floor like this, and then the other side would be a house the same size on the other side.
I just see that ending poorly if everybody is forced to pay rent for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Well, but that's the thing though. You only pay, I think, for the utilities and things like that. And that's what maintains it afloat. You can own the place like it's like a house.
Oh,
Like a time trip.
Yeah, exactly.
so I
Well,
misunderstood. that.
not as bad. Not as bad.
Well, if they do this right, that 56 acres divided by 199 homes is 0.28 per lot. Now take
Per
away roads,
Roads.
take away entryways, things
Maybe
like
in
that.
the center.
Probably be around 0.17 to 0.2, which is what we're on currently.
Okay.
Which is not a bad space.
Yeah.
We're not directly on top of our neighbors or anything like that. This is
Right,
a
right.
decent space, but our fences do align with each other.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Southern Homes was doing the building? I think is what the. I
Yeah.
think that's what I
So, yeah.
closed the stupid.
But check on the
tab.
link. Yeah, it's all right. We'll take a look at that.
Yep, check out the link for those of you in Lakeland that might be interested.
And Patty.
Red, White, and Kaboom is going to be this Saturday in downtown Lakeland. Starting at 6 p.m. The fireworks start at 9. So they postponed it, didn't do it last year, and now it is back. So yay.
Yay, fireworks. Exciting.
Are you guys going?
No.
Oh, is this
It's
Saturday?
like,
Yay, fireworks.
Yay, fireworks. No,
Yeah.
we'll be here.
I'm sure I'll see it from a friend's house. So
July 10th, Dueling Pianos is back at Winter Circle. So
Yeah.
get your tickets now because
It will sell out.
It's
It's
gonna
been a
sell
while
out.
since they've had it.
those are good shows. They're fun shows too.
So yay. Trending local is over.
Woohoo!
Something awesome. Shout out.
La, la, la,
Something
la, la.
not awesome. Shout out.
So my awesome is, and I don't judge me because I don't want to hear your mouth. In the past 3 years, we have bought 8 vehicles, and out of those 8 vehicles, 5 of them we have bought from David at Huston, and it is not Houston. I was corrected. Huston Motors of Lake Wales. So I want to appreciate them. We were in and out in less than 2 hours. Paperwork done. Car ready. Let's go.
He corrected her after her last car purchase. Shout out.
I'd be like, listen, look, thanks for purchasing me. For God's sake, get our name
Next
right.
month, when you come back to buy your 19th car of the year, if you could do me a favor and just get the place right, that would be cool. Just kidding, buddy. I know that. I hope that's not the way you sound.
No.
Glad you find an honest car salesman person, because we all know that.
So the Bartow
They're tough to
GMC
find.
dealership told my father that he could not have GM employee pricing, that he was going to have to spend $5,000 over MSRP. My dad said, and I said, no problem. Let me go ahead and help you out with this. Send a text
Said
message to the
11.
kid. The kid was like, hey, I've got a couple coming in. And I was watching the website. I was already aware of when it was coming in.
Right.
So that morning at 9 a.m., I got a text message. Hey, I just got this in. I said, I'm on my way.
Should
So
have
is that
transferred
a
it from the
former-
GMC dealership.
Yeah,
So is that a former GMC employee?
Yes.
So why won't they give them-
Maybe they didn't understand that Bartow GMC has the word GM in it, pertaining to GM employees.
Because they are able to get the above market value right now. They are
Oh, yeah,
not
'cause of the
honoring
dealerships
it
and all
at that
yeah.
particular dealership, which my father made a phone call.
Yeah.
You're welcome, because you have to honor it as a
Yeah.
employee. So,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
You can't
We
just
have-
make
family members that are past employees.
but both my parents are.
In that case, then I'm like seriously, somebody took care of it, because there are
Oh.
sometimes when people are like, oh, well, we can't honor because X, Y, and Z.
Well, and he matches my OCD, and y'all know my OCD. Like, no, I want it now. Let's do it. Let's go. And yes, we know.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was gonna be
She's
straight.
ready. She's ready.
I was gonna say, you have proof. She beats me.
I did not beat you.
Not this
this
time.
time.
All right. And my something shout out awesome is actually to the one who hurts me. Thank you, Frick, though. But a heavy week for me, so she helped me get everything together for today's show. So thank you.
You're welcome.
High
High five.
I was gonna have you help with mine too, and I was like,
My something awesome shout out is it's my birthday.
Yeah. Nah, tomorrow.
Wait,
But we
do
give
it.
you the week.
Couple hours.
Birthday week.
Do it.
And I'm not sure, I don't think we've announced it, but we paid off our house.
Yeah.
And in the process of paying off our house, we have a business account at this bank. And they said, since you don't have a personal account here, would you like to open a personal account? It's free for people who have business accounts. And we're like, yes, let's do that. Sounds great. She's like, okay, is it the same people on the account? I have a Timothy and a Brooke.
Drink and drink, but go ahead. This story is hysterical.
She's like, is it spelled B-R-O-O-K? I said, yes. And she goes, oh, well, they have it spelled wrong. I was like, yeah, no E, because everyone spells my name with an E on the end. And she goes, no, it has 3 O's. B-R-O-O-O-K.
I love Brooke.
I am Brooke.
I am Brooke.
That is Brooke.
Why did we not make it our hashtag?
Oh, change it up.
I am Brooke.
Everybody see the change up here is about to happen right here? We're adding I am Brooke.
That's how you have to introduce yourself all weekend now.
Yes.
We're at Christie's and you say hi to new people. I am Brooke.
Can you make a shirt, please? With like pigtails and everything.
A little Brooke with
Pigtails.
pink pigtails. I am Brooke.
Yeah. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yay.
Great.
With 3 Ks, got it.
No, 3 O's.
No.
I'm sorry, 3 O's.
I was like,
Oh,
whoa,
that would be
whoa,
Brooke.
whoa.
I am Brooke. You German? I never knew.
Oh my gosh.
Brooke.
Great.
I was gonna say, hey, wait for her.
Oh my
Slobber on
goodness.
everyone's food.
So yes, in the process of paying off our house, of course, any of you that have followed the podcast in the last 6 months or so, we've actually been working toward building a house. So we're only gonna be without a mortgage for about a year, but we're
Still-
without a mortgage
Hey,
for a year.
little
Just
time
taxes
saved,
and
little time
insurance. So that's nice. About $600 a month savings. So
There you go.
it's pretty awesome. I'll take it. And then
No, I'll take it.
Yeah.
No, really.
It's already in that account. Thanks.
Yeah.
But my shout out is to Jacob Donaldson Designs. He is our house designer. So he drew up, architect and engineer. He did up all of our drawings for our house.
Even
Couple back and forth, even when he really didn't like us. No, because we got the house plans from one place, just didn't buy them, and he said, just show me what you want, and then he drew it all.
That's
He drew it all
amazing.
from scratch into what we have.
So you're gonna sell your plans now for $1,500 a piece?
That if somebody is interested in them, yes.
once we start building it, we'll share the floor plan, but we don't want to share it just yet because we want to build it first.
I don't want somebody to build my dream house before I do. So yeah, we'll
If
share
there's
it, and then if
interest
there's
in it, when
interest
we
in
post
somebody
it,
buying the full
someone,
plans,
like,
then absolutely.
wants the actual
'Cause-
dimensions and stuff.
Because it's expensive. It's expensive.
Well,
and he's not expensive is the thing. It's just it's like a house. So
but if you could pocket that $1,500, that could be your darn mortgage.
yeah, or
on it,
even
too.
and that was our thinking is even if we sold them at $1,000 a piece, and had 4 or 5 people, then okay, cool.
Hey, Frick,
Yes,
look above you.
please don't make me do that. That'll hurt.
Okay,
Close your eyes.
go over there.
Nobody cares. Meme of the week.
I cared because I am broke.
Meme of the week.
Dogs preparing for the 4th of July.
Wrong one.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you're welcome. I got it now.
But I have
thunder
a.
vest on his earmuffs.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. But I just thought the dog meditating was kind of
Yeah.
cute because we are all doing that. Like, please just stop. Please just stop. Please, God, just stop.
Especially when it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, get off my topic.
Well,
Frack.
I have a quick side note on that. I get it. You want to celebrate, but I see people celebrating as of yesterday already.
Sure.
So
Well, technically,
people
yeah,
shooting off fireworks last
Technically, the
weekend.
second should be the first day
Right.
that they're celebrating,
Yeah.
but still keep it within a certain time.
So mine is I am 1,776%
Which
sure
was like an hour.
I'm drinking beer today. So yeah, it's 1776. For those don't with words.
All day, if you just slow down a little or drink more, you'd be all right.
For those who do not know about your own history, 1776 was the year the Declaration of Independence was signed.
Thank you for not drinking coffee on Tuesday, by the way. I'm very
You're
proud
welcome.
of you.
Well, actually, I think it was signed the 2nd, which is the
I
4th.
was like, what?
And it wasn't put into play until the 4th, which actually made it the actual. So yeah.
All right. So mine is a little kid. Turned over his face. When I was little, I thought all the fireworks were for me.
Aw,
They
because
are,
it's your
Patty.
birthday.
They are.
Because my birthday is so close.
Drink.
There was
I
also
just
another
realized I have
one
water.
with a sad little kid sitting by himself and said, "No one ever comes to my birthday because it's on July 4th."
Oh,
Aw.
I also sympathize with that because every time, even like as a kid growing up, having a summer birthday is hard enough because you're not in contact with all your friends.
right.
But you still get a few kids that will come to your party. But no, not on 4th of July because everyone is barbecuing with their family or they're out of town on
Plans.
vacation. No one was ever home.
So have
for
your
my
birthday weekend, the weekend before, the weekend after. You can always do that. It's option.
But I got fireworks.
But now the world celebrates my birthday.
Oh.
Not the world.
Not that old.
The winner celebrates.
England just definitely doesn't. Just America. And mine is Jason Pierre-Paul reminds you to have a blast this 4th of July. So for those that don't know, he was the football player that on 4th of July blew his hand apart.
Oh, I didn't know that. So thank you for breaking that
Yeah.
joke down. I was like,
He's
oh,
an
my
idiot.
goodness.
And he it was like a mortar or something like that went off in his hand.
Oh,
Yeah, who does that?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Who does that?
I seriously just got chills.
I wonder who does that. I wonder who lights mortars and holds them in her hands, giggling, and then rolls them into the garage.
So funny story, real quick.
With vroom vroom?
No. This was
Someone else's garage.
somebody else's garage.
Oh,
Chris
Yeah,
Hessen's
yeah.
garage.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm
No
not
cars were parked in there, but still.
Lots of fireworks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess up my homeowner's insurance.
Yeah.
But funny story, actually, we were at a bonfire many years ago in camping out in Dade City, and they had like a little area out there for camping and whatnot. And one of our friends got really hammered, for lack of a better word, and decided to shoot off one of the mortars. But instead of shooting it off, he threw it in the bonfire. Meanwhile, everybody's like falling off their chairs and like hiding
Yeah.
behind cars because when boom right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hilarious like a week after, not at the
Yeah,
time.
not at the time.
Same.
Not at the
Same
time.
with
But
mine,
was
'cause
there
I
security
burned both of my
cameras?
hands,
No, because
and I couldn't wash my hair.
campsite.
Yeah, see, that was the one when we told
I was
stories.
like all bandaged up,
Couple
like my
shows
thumbs
back.
were all, because I had been with a lighter all night trying to light fireworks. Yeah, I couldn't wash my hair for a while, and I also had to bartend.
She's also not allowed to play fireworks anymore.
What did we?
Or she has to use a little big long
Yes.
starter, and it has to be
That
sparkling.
was 20 years ago. We haven't forgotten.
Yeah, no. It was 20 years ago, and we haven't forgotten.
It was around 20 years ago.
Everybody's like, boo!
Literally.
Stop it!
That's
You
awesome.
Ah, let's grind.
Now that we've had our fun, let's complain.
I see nothing wrong.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, so our last show that we were actually in person, I
Give
still
4
have,
seconds before you kick off Facebook for it.
right? I hadn't gotten approval for my son's
Mhm.
physical therapy. Guess what? I got a phone call yesterday while he was doing something. And they called to say, hey, we need to reschedule your physical therapy. Insurance still hasn't approved it. And I said, you do realize that we are going to be 8 weeks out from his surgery and you still have not approved his physical therapy, let alone scheduled an appointment and just back billed them. But no problem. We'll go ahead and reschedule again. Moving on.
Shit.
Yeah. So for myself is, and I know we were talking about this moments ago, because of technicalities and things like that. But same thing. I've had some friends, and I know we've all had probably friends in our lives prior to had these kind of situations. But the legal system really needs to update a lot of old rules when it comes to things as far as affecting victims of domestic violence, stalking, those kind of items. Because I had a friend who recently going through something like very similar to that, and it helps nobody in the end. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're a lawyer. You got to make your money. That's fine. I'm not blaming lawyers, but the rules that have been in place have not been updated where it's enough to protect an individual. It says, oh yeah, this is called a permanent injunction or something, and the person can fight it after a year. Or
Oh, I was
that.
like, you have to be a little more specific.
Yeah, no,
I'm
yeah,
completely
yeah, that's what I'm
lost.
saying. So I mean, and that's just something simple like a name change. But don't call it that permanent when a person's thinking, oh my God, I got a permanent restraining order. I got this person who's threatening my life or who's might be X, Y, and Z. And all of a sudden, no, they can still fight it off because if they do this, this, and this, and they show, they can appeal, even though the person may have had proof. Or like, for an example, if a person did not, if a person was actually hit, they've domestic violence, a physical act, if they don't go that same day and report it and get a, medical checkup, whatever, etc., if they wait more than 24 hours, they can't. It's not proven evidence. I'm like, seriously? What if the person just living daylights beat out of them and they can't go or can't find anybody? So it's small little technicalities here and there that not cool. So my lawyer friends.
Excuse me.
So
Mine was cranky people who want to make other people upset or miserable with them.
We
Like-
felt that way when we got here. Just kidding. No, he was
that's
talking about
just-
TJ. Drink, my
Like,
bad.
he was happy.
Oh, yeah, I'm crazy.
He was being sarcastic when he's like, I feel like he's still angry at us. But yes.
Yeah.
don't bring us
I
down.
don't need to.
Just that you're not even gonna.
That's enough.
Wait.
There's always that
Listen,
person.
if the shoe fits, that's
I know who she's talking about, but then I'm like, you're talking about our toddler. She's not, but she is, but she's not.
But she is.
But he was being sad. He was being
Very
sad
sad
yesterday
Tyler, when you
because
watch
he didn't take a nap, so he's
Yeah.
so tired. So he's just
Tyler,
being
when you
sad.
watch this in the future,
And then he
I
took a nap
swear
in
to
the
you,
car, and I sat in the car with him sleeping for 20 minutes, and then
You just want to be
he-
sad.
yeah, and then he
It's
woke
just-
up and he's stretching, and I was like, okay, he wants to get up. He
Good
was
to
ready to
go.
get up, and he wasn't ready. He was
Tyler-
cranky all
Tyler, when you see this in the future, I swear your parents do love you. I promise. Look at your retirement account. Like,
night.
Yeah, no kidding. Mine is people who aren't going to respect the time of night on 4th of July.
Mm.
So I get it. I understand the celebrating. I did it forever. Now I'm older, wiser, blah blah blah. But I feel like after 10 p.m. ish, 10:30, like
for residential.
yeah, for residential areas, you can count down on fireworks, like because you have people with PTSD, which are struggling to get through the night already. You have animals and pets and things like that. But then you also have, like, we had toddlers,
Babies.
you know, we had babies that were
Toddlers.
trying to sleep and kids that were trying to sleep. So
But why in residential? I've never understood that. Like, go to a freaking
no, I
somewhere.
You want to light off your little
get,
fireworks?
like, because it's America, it's freedom. It's a free world.
But not
You
in
got
a
a house. It's your own space.
HOA.
It's your own space until the HOA makes a rule saying that it doesn't happen. So I get it. It doesn't mean that you have to like it, but I still think that there should be a time cutoff, like a noise ordinance of a band we're practicing, because our band practices and we're done. We finish at 8:00, 8:30 at like the latest.
Yeah.
So that way we're not disrupting and anything like that. And then I think the same thing should kind of apply. And I get it. You get hammered and start just lighting off fireworks and throwing them in the garage and crap like that. But I think that, I don't know, the adults of the situation should have a little more care. That's my old man rant.
Just be more considerate, I think.
These are gonna be Wack's old man rant.
The old lady rant is out there going and hosing down the vehicle so they don't catch fire because the jackasses are over there, you know, lighting them. Ugh. But anyways,
Anyway,
moving on.
So let's talk about then the focus segment, actually, which is what we're complaining about right now. Not fireworks, though, specifically, but about the 4th of July.
Yeah.
It still astounds me how some people do not know their own history at the same time, including myself. Again, I know I became an American in 2013, but still, there are some things I'm going like, OMG, yep, acknowledge, copyright. So, seriously, we got a copyright. Okay, is it right to do that? Patent pending? I don't know what did I yell out.
patent pending. You have to do it the same pitch every time, and we're not gonna get that right.
So yeah, so who would like to start off with some of the information that we have
Well,
about?
I was gonna say bump it, read it yourself, and happy birthday, Patty, is what I was gonna do. So
Okay, all right.
Wait,
That
he
gives us
reads-
a 30 seconds of, now what are we doing?
I know, right? But
Well, how about actually? No, I will say this though: Independence Day, not the movie, although phenomenal. But again, we'll post a link on there so that we can actually take a look at what we have. But again, these are fun stats.
you want to
know?
do the fun facts at the bottom?
Yeah, we can do that. So
Because thank you, Wack, for doing that.
yes,
Sure.
wackety whack.
Don't
most,
talk back.
so most is, I thought it in my head, I just didn't say it. But again, most historians have concluded that the declaration was signed nearly a month after its adoption on August 2nd, 1776, not on July 4th, as it's commonly believed. But something that I do want to bring up that's also as part of the history matter, the declaration was approved 2 days after July 4th, which is that statement I made earlier.
Mhm.
So it was
On the
actually,
4th.
yeah, July 2nd was the actual day where everything was done. It was approved and ratified and everything.
She's like, here I am.
Shaw.
I've been reincarnated several times.
Yeah, so the declaration was written and they reviewed, like, not first review, but one of the final
First draft,
drafts of it was reviewed on July 2nd. And then it took 2 days of deliberating and rewriting some things before they came up with the final piece of it,
Right.
which is what we have now, which was done on July 4th. Basically, Thomas Jefferson was the principal author. And one of the biggest things that was in the declaration was getting rid of slave trade. Jefferson was a huge proponent of it and basically said that this should not exist. This is that men, women should not be bought and sold.
Although he himself did have slaves too, but he knew that it was I forget the exact quote that he said, but it was like something, it was a hideous blot in the history of mankind, even though he still had slaves himself.
Yep.
You know, so. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
he had an extreme dislike of King George III, is what.
Oh yeah, he gave it to
The write-up that was in there that's on Wikipedia
Yeah.
that you guys can read in the link. He said he had a lot of that stuff actually in the declaration, which is parts of they were lining through like, no, we're not sitting here bashing the king. Like this
Jefferson.
is this
We
is
get it.
for the
We're all
future, we
upset.
get it. Yeah.
But you gotta get us all killed.
John Adams had written a letter to his wife Abigail on the 2nd day of July when the declaration was adopted, so to speak, and basically saying that this is a day that should be celebrated throughout all of United States humanity for all time.
Nice.
Parades, shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from one end of the
And
continent to the other.
hallucinations go on.
So it's pretty cool. Another fun fact that's in there: the only U.S. president to have been born on Independence Day was Calvin Coolidge
But there's been a few that died.
in 1872. Yes,
Yeah.
and we'll get to odd coincidences that you can now read. That's the next
Next
slide.
Oh,
Oh yeah, odd coincidence.
Thomas Jefferson and John Adams are the only two signatories
Yep.
on the Declaration of Independence to later serve as presidents of the United States.
That's true because everybody thought it was,
Both died on the same day, July 4th.
Whoa.
They both died in the same year.
Same day.
Same day.
Same day, same year.
Wow, that's great.
July 4th, 1826.
So were they really assassinated though?
Right,
It is
right.
the
It's like,
50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence.
yeah. So
so, how about you, Frick?
James Monroe, another founding father, was elected president who also died on July 4th, but it was in 1831, making him the third president who died on the anniversary of independence.
he was not a signer of the Declaration,
But
but
he was a president.
was it?
Well, and it was funny because a lot of people who were actually signers of independence were like common day folk. You know, it was farmers, it was market individuals, traders, and
Mhm.
things like that. And it's funny because people think, oh, it was all the important people that we know of in our history. No, it was a lot of common people that were adopting that to make it. You know, people who were kind of heads of their state, so to speak, at that time. And that's really amazing that a common person helped build the country we have.
And I love that that is handwritten in the most beautiful script that
Right,
I wish I could write.
right.
And you saying that they were doing multiple copies of it, I'm like, oh my God. did
The
we
most
write
illegible,
that?
ineligible. That you can't. You're like, we the people. And like, and there's like, oh, what? That's a. Oh my, no.
I'm looking at it. Go. What happens if like you're thinking and you're writing, you're like people, and you just write it and you accidentally write an E and then an L, and you're like,
There we go.
whoops, how do we start over with it? They didn't have erasers for
Yeah,
that.
Or computers or
Yeah. So again, so good on you. You quill
And
writing
time
SOBs.
moved at a slower pace back there. People were like, hurry up, get it done. Hurry,
Yeah,
hurry,
you
hurry.
probably did 2 sentences per
I
week.
would not have been a good person in that era.
I want a set of those pens though. Cool.
Calligraphy.
Right like that.
Listen, you got Goose in the bag. Just pluck one.
I don't think Goose would be very happy.
Okay, I'm gonna quill.
Listen, he ain't happy about much. That is a grumpy
If
dude.
you don't use a quill, then make him a pillow.
He is a
I don't know.
crotchety
Make him a
dude
pillow.
because he needs a wife. That's why he's just he's
Oh,
crotchety.
he's frustrated.
All right, I added this funness in there just because we haven't done it forever and it's an easy one. So, would you rather?
All right.
All right. Would you rather celebrate the 4th of July at a national park with fireworks or on a pier overlooking the water?
Pier.
Pier.
We did the boat one year with her uncle, and it was
Yeah,
awesome because you could see
Multiple
them
things.
everywhere. But I would really, really, really love to go to the Mount Rushmore presentation.
Yeah, it was like a national. park.
when we have a president that supports it.
So okay.
Okay, so
what's the answer then? I don't
do they
get it.
have-
I'm national park.
Yeah.
I like because I've done the pier at the
Oh, okay,
water,
you
so
said-
I would
okay.
love to do a national park.
All right. So
But
okay.
do
So
they
we're 50-50.
actually do them at the national parks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
almost all.
I
Yeah.
don't-
They
I
usually
don't
have
know.
something going on.
Yeah, almost all the national parks, the really big ones.
All right. So we need a coin.
Did you choose
Uh,
national park also?
Yeah.
Oh,
We ain't got one of those
Okay. So I got a fry here.
or a bottle top.
why don't we just both drink and
Yeah, hey, there we go.
Frank,
We don't have to worry about that. Everybody just drinks.
Oh, seriously, that in the middle. Seriously. Okay. Wow. So I guess we all drink then.
oh wow, sir.
So, would you rather watch the fireworks show or be the person lighting them, not Patty?
Yeah, she has to pick the first one.
Can I choose neither?
So you don't want to watch it or lighting or just not? be
No,
involved?
it's loud and it gives me heart palpitations and no, I don't want any of it. But I guess that, if I can sit at my house and push a button to light them, absolutely.
You can with
Yeah,
modern
so
day
you should see the
technology.
person lighting them. There you go.
I'll be the person
Okay,
to
so-
light them and go night night.
Oh no, I want to light them in person.
Mm.
I like lighting them in person, but I really like to watch them.
I like
Yeah, but you can see the more you start above you, like still.
it. Not as fun because it falls on me.
That's true, especially if I work weekend.
Okay, so who's okay? So
I'm
we're,
gonna watch them.
we're saying light them. You're saying watch them.
Yeah.
So just drink.
We're all saying, all right.
We're all just drinking after every single one.
Yeah, why not?
There you go.
I know why you like this one. Would you like to cook out at your house or go out somewhere?
Okay, you can go out somewhere and have a cookout there too.
True story.
So I'm gonna go out somewhere.
Go out.
I like going to someone else's house.
I know I like to cook out at other
Go
people's
out
houses.
at somewhere else's house. Yeah. All
So
right.
that way I don't have to clean the place after.
No, because we always do cook out, so it's nice to
Yeah,
go
it's
somewhere
nice
else.
to not be the one cooking it. Although I do enjoy. Chicken wings or burgers and dogs?
I thought your dad's chicken wings.
Yes.
Oh,
Chicken wings or
The
burgers? and
chicken
dogs?
wings. Yeah.
Chicken wings all day. Your dad wins every time.
And well, okay. Now they're Hooters wings.
Hot dogs and
Burgers
buns.
There you go, Dad.
Thanks,
Sorry.
Dad.
I didn't want to choose against Winter Circle Wings. Like,
Could be a
4th
hard
of July, it's burgers and dogs,
Don't get me
man.
wrong, there's other benefits to have
Still
all the good
becomes
wings
Winter
as
Circle
well,
Wings.
but yeah. Sorry, they're-
My son so badly wanted to go in there the other day, but he's like, Mom, I'm just too big and the crutches make it too much. I don't want to. I'm like, oh man,
That's
I'll go
okay. You
inside.
need to go around the front for the other one.
all
Well,
right.
still 6'9" kid trying to.
All right, give us a story from a birthday past. As a kid that you remember, or high school.
I don't like being put on the spot.
And why are you still here?
I don't know.
Because her husband makes her
Is-
wear out
Like,
her
I'm
diaper
bored.
Is
table.
there a birthday gift that you remember from being a kid that you really liked?
Liked.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, she really doesn't.
Okay. Do you remember hating? Because hate you
No,
usually.
birthdays were a very big celebration growing up. So
Okay.
we didn't really celebrate it. We went out to dinner and that was about it. Like when my dad was married to my sister's mom, she threw birthday parties for us. So I do remember one birthday as a kid, and it was because I actually had a party and people came to it.
Chad, you're able to put sad and crying emojis right now.
As previously stated, when you have a birthday and 4th of July weekend, no one comes. So she invited all of the family and we had a cookout at the house, and all my cousins and stuff got to sleep over, and my neighbors from across the street were actually home that year, so they got to come over too. So that was fun.
Now you have to tell the crowd about your gift that you were showing at the beginning.
It's not a gift, it's a joke.
So
Actually, it's mine. It's not.
Wack came in and he Frack had noticed we had an Amazon package at the door. Frack grabbed it because Wack grabbed it because it had his name on it. And I heard him opening it behind me. And I was thinking, okay, don't turn around. It's probably a birthday present. And then your package rumbling. And then he comes up, he goes, look at this, isn't it awesome? And it wasn't for me. It was for him. But it was really cool. It was a Funko Pop with Luke and Yoda. So it was super cute and it was really cool.
Can be yours. It's
However,
half yours. You get the Yoda part.
then Frack was like, Wack just came in here like a little 3-year-old on Christmas Day showing off his new toy. And I said, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a present for me, but no. Then we told Wack about our little laugh at his expense. And he goes, oh, you wanted a present? Hold on, let me get it for you. And I was like, oh, well, maybe there was something in the package for me.
It was.
Show it on this
You
camera.
can't say you gotta show it on the
Yeah,
other
show it on this
You
camera.
gotta, or you gotta sit
Yeah.
right in front of it.
Yeah.
It's a grout scraper.
And a caulking tool.
Cock tool.
Cock tool. Because I tried to recock the bathroom shower.
Cock.
Oh. The bathroom shower the other day and it got a little.
Cocking's better. I appreciate
Yeah.
the cocking
Yeah.
better.
My belly
That hurts.
Anyway.
My cheeks hurt.
It turned into a gigantic mess.
Oh, we
Even though
thought
I
it was funny.
being Super careful. It was still a mess.
So now I have the
He's
tools.
like, there is a tool for that.
There's a tool for that, and I ordered
And
it.
I said,
So-
we'll just add caulking to the
To the
list
list for
of things that I will never do ever again. He goes, wait, but there's a tool.
there's a tool to do it right. So I
So
bought
we're
the
gonna
tool
give it a
because
try. If not, we're calling it
scrape all the
a
rest off, do this, and then
Oh,
use the proper tools, and things will come out better.
oh my
Can we
God.
say that
Happy
again
birthday.
louder for the people in the back? Proper tools make things go easier.
Yes.
The proper cock can usually help.
Grab a cock tool.
So speaking of world's worst birthday gifts, that is our bracket for the night. Here it comes.
Ah,
And you're
So-
welcome for the pictures.
thank you, Fred. Appreciate you.
It's
So-
beautiful.
So, Frank, start us with the first two options, please.
Eyebrow razors or a stripper pole? What is the worst gift idea?
I feel like a stripper pole would be fun. So
I know. I'm like,
eyebrow
I feel
razors.
like that's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it's
awkward and weird to have in your mouth. But
I mean,
But like if I gave
You
you
could
one
get-
not knowing you that well, you probably might be a little offended. Like
yeah.
Yeah, maybe like that's caterpillars on here. Or something.
But,
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it's got to be
I think the
eyebrow razors.
are horrible.
They're terrible.
Shades.
Who buys that for a friend?
Yeah.
Somebody.
That's a
I,
terrible.
I wouldn't buy either for her
That's a
just because that's
terrible-
just mean.
I wouldn't buy either for either of you because you both have perfect eyebrows.
We just
paid a
noticed
lot.
your eyebrows are
Yeah.
not that. They're not that huge.
Because I go like this
Fever.
with my razor. So it'd be the perfect gift for me. I wouldn't even be angry.
I
It's like,
know.
oh shoot.
Actually, the funny thing about my family is the fact that we always have like one straight hair. From
Yeah,
the
it's right
side.
there.
Yeah, that's my eyeball.
No, it wasn't. I was trying to get. It's right
Stop
there.
touching his
See
balls.
it right there?
Yep, right there. Yep, that's it. Yeah. We
That
got a
looks like
straight-
the guy from Neverending Story with the eyebrow.
All right, next one.
Next set of gifts.
Next set.
I love you.
Eyebrow razors.
Do you want me to help you or you
No,
got it?
no, sorry.
Oh,
It's
he's
my
mad
fault.
at me.
That's my fault.
I apologize,
I
Ryan.
looked
Should
at
we
the wrong
just move to
thing.
the bottom? Was that mine?
So we got eyebrow razors. All
Are
right.
yours lasered?
Oh,
Or,
micro.
Micro.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
there's no way that perfect.
we've got either cockroach stuffed animals, like animal, like plushy kind of thing, giant plushy things, or a beer belly fanny pack. Good God, both are pretty horrible in my opinion.
The cockroach.
Cockroach.
Cockroach. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. I agree.
Belly fanny pack.
Nah, that's cool.
Well, Paddy drink.
I'm not gonna rock it, but that's cool.
But yeah, so cockroach.
I almost
Cockroach
feel like
under
we
the
should
stuff.
get you one for Disney just to be funny. So like you'll have your shirt on.
So I bought a pair of USA glasses, and I almost bought it's a USA fanny pack with
Oh,
a beer holder. in it.
Oh, God.
I
Oh,
almost
yeah.
bought it for 4th of July. It was like
There's
$10.
there's one that I saw that's a belt buckle, and then
Yeah.
it actually flips down. It's got a little beer holder kind of thing. So pretty neat.
Yeah.
I was considering it. So
All right.
All right. Bathroom scale with Bluetooth or a toilet shaped coffee mug.
dang it.
Toilet shaped coffee mug.
Toilet shaped coffee.
Yeah, my
Because
coffee's sacred.
As everyone knows, coffee is brown, so it looks like you're drinking diarrhea.
Toilet
True
mug.
story.
Diarrhea. Cha cha cha.
Toilet mug. All right. Onion goggles or wrinkle cream.
Wrinkle cream is rude.
It is
It's
rude.
my
Unless it really works, then bring it on.
It's your dad going on a first date.
Right? My dad suggested some to a lady he was on a first date with.
What the hell
Set
is
the
that?
mood.
I can't stop it.
Yeah.
All right, so
You're gonna get
that's
copyrighted.
not freaky. Is that copyrightable?
Well,
Probably.
that's the song from Nationwide is on your side.
Oh, I hate Nationwide. It sucks.
So how do we stop that?
Yeah, but it's painting freaking fracking. You can't.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's
You'll
fine.
stop the Zoom.
It's gonna go until we stop.
All
I was
right.
like, well, how do we make this before?
That's okay. No
I
worries.
thought-
All right, so onion goggles or wrinkle cream for me. That's what I'm
My bad, Kay. I'll call you back.
no better.
I don't really cut up onions,
Just
so I'm gonna go with onion.
I say wrinkle cream.
I would
I say
never use
wrinkle
it. I
cream.
would use the wrinkle
I would be
cream.
offended.
I would be
That's rude.
offended, but I'd still use it.
All right.
If someone got to be like, this stuff really works for me, I'd be like, I'll try it out.
Yeah, but still, they're like, by the way, you might want to use
It's
this.
her dad
Oh,
on
my dad
her
did
dad
that.
on a first date.
On a first
Yeah,
date.
With a
yeah.
lady.
Well, we know your dad.
Well, he had just bought some wrinkle cream for himself, and he thought it was like the best thing since sliced bread.
So he was trying
And
to
when
be
he went on a
sweet.
Yeah.
date, and yeah, he was trying to help. But he's like, I noticed you have some wrinkles. I just bought this stuff for me that I'm using, and it's been working great. You might want to try it out. Obviously, someone who doesn't know you or your personality.
Dad can spit some game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Needless to say, there was not a second.
There was no second date.
So we're going
And
with
he's
what?
like, he showed it to me and was telling me about it. He's like, can you believe she was mad at me?
Yes.
She's like,
I was like,
Yes.
Yes, but I'll take it.
So is it onion? Oh, so we have what? One person for onion.
No, yeah, just
yeah,
just the brew.
Okay then.
Doesn't count as a regular name because it's got extra O's in it.
Well, so does that mean I can go by Carlos?
O's.
I'm gonna drink still.
Only because there's an O in it. All right, eyebrow razors or toilet mug. Still think toilet mug.
Okay.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Eyebrow
Like
razors.
drinking-
Eyebrow razors are it's a terrible gift, but it's more usable than the toilet mug.
I mean, you can use the toilet mug, but
But you can
Yeah,
be solo if you think otherwise.
No, I was just.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like if I gave her, I think she would be more offended by that than the mug because she could find something funny to put in the mug
Yeah,
and
you-
like
you
re-gift
know,
it.
You
It
could
could-
put a succulent plant in.
Yeah, like just something.
Or it could be
Put it in the
regifted during a white elephant gift exchange.
Yeah,
Right.
something.
She just thought of it. The perfect spot for it
I
is
know,
putting
now-
a succulent plant for it and
In
put
the
it in the
bathroom.
bathroom.
So now I have a
See?
good idea for a white elephant gift because that's. I was gonna say this shit's hilarious.
But yeah,
So-
I'm going with eyebrow razors. They're going with the cup.
I'll say eyebrow razors as well.
Now
I changed my
Both
mind.
great.
we've just been drinking, but we didn't flip anything.
So all right, we'll flip this try.
Again.
Or okay, we got a tie. That's fine. Yeah. All right. So
Heads is
Top
eyebrows.
eyebrows.
heads is the colored side, tails is the silver side. Ready?
Ready, set, go. Ready, set.
Tails.
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 Mug.
Bullet
All
mug.
right, toilet mug wins.
All right. Who wants it?
Cockroach. Animal.
Stuffed animal.
Stuffed animal. Or is it wrinkle cream?
Wrinkle cream.
Wrinkle cream.
I'm going with the roach.
Yeah, I think the roaches.
Yeah, that's
way
pretty-
worse gift.
Meh. So now we got the now we got the middle bracket here. Now going for the finals. It's between the toilet mug or the cockroach stuffed animal.
roach.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
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 Because the toilet mug, so you can do something with it
You
now.
can do
Now we
something
have
with
ideas
it.
with that.
I'm throwing the roach in the trash.
So yeah. Congratulations, you cockroach stuffed animal. You win.
The worst gift ever.
Yeah. Things to not be proud about.
Right?
I just said about and of at the same time. Proud about.
Oh,
About enough.
I'm gonna make
About
my
enough.
words.
Good times.
But yeah.
Okay, what you got? If you haven't already.
Well, this one's gone, but that's left. I don't know.
So everybody this evening, we thank you so much for hanging out once again. All right. So as always, be on the lookout. We're doing a lot more stuff on our Facebook posting and our Instagrams as well.
We're working on it.
Yeah, and working on what we're second. We have things lined up and we're working on more to bring it more fresh as well. So not as fresh as a toilet mug, perhaps, but still to bring you more content. And again, we love when you guys interact, when you comment, when you forward it, when you share it. So please, by all means, we keep doing that. We also like when you donate, so that way we can go ahead and go to outer space. So, but thank you all once again. Once more, FFPW Doc,
Live.
where to find and donate.
Quick shout out. Rick and Laura from my bowling league
Yeah.
brought us a couple drinking games.
Oh, yes,
So
yes,
we-
yes. I was forgot about
We've
that.
got
Yes.
to plan some time. We're gonna plan some time that way we don't do it during a full show night.
Right.
We're gonna do them as little skits, so we'll plan some time to do that. But thank you for donating us a couple drinking games or fun
Much
games
love.
for us to goof off and have fun with. They said they couldn't think of a better place for it to go than to go to Frack, Paddy, Wack for us to use as part of the show because they
Yeah.
said that part of their favorite things were when we're all just drinking, kind of being silly. So.
So, but no, but also,
I appreciate
what
that.
was it that they were doing? They were actually like watching the show after.
She
Yeah.
was saying that sometimes when she can't catch the show at night, she just goes back to FFPW
Live.
and pulls up the show and listens to it at work in the background, which is super cool. So the rest of you that are out there, if you didn't get to catch the whole show tonight, or you want to go back and catch some of our awesomeness over the last year,
It's been a year.
yeah,
Over a year and a half.
over a year, yeah, almost a year and a half now. So if you want to go back and catch those past shows, go to ffpw.
Bye.
Or YouTube or Facebook. So your platform of choice. And go check out our past shows and throw them on in the background, giggle and laugh with us while you're at work. That way your workday's not so boring.
That's what we're here for, to make your life easier and better.
True. Quote it up.
So the one I chose is "Liberty is the breath of life to nations" by George Bernard Shaw. And then your funny one.
I didn't have
Well,
I
I put
thought-
one in
Oh.
there.
Yeah,
I
that's- yeah,
thought
that's
it was you.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
serious.
that is all Patty
You
right
said
here.
we had funny
It
quote,
says,
yeah.
freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. And that's by Ronald Reagan.
There you go.
Exactly.
Boom.
Freedom ain't free.
That's right.
Showing.
Sign out of social media. Turn off the news. Don't text and drive. Epstein and McAfee did not kill themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. See ya!